Good morning. We are back with the weekly guidance and channel inspiration for August 2nd for this week. I can't believe we're already in August. It's crazy that we're almost 8 months into the year now. It's just nuts how fast time is flying. Welcome back. I am excited to be here with you. And if you're here, just go ahead and say hello in the comments and don't forget to give StreamYard your access to your name, because we are going live here on StreamYard, and it does not allow for me to see your name unless you put it in the chat. So go ahead and let me know that you're here. So this week's weekly, hey Laurie, your weekly inspiration is channeled, and then we're going to have your guidance through Wisdom of Oracle. So you'll see that the cards that we'll pick 3 cards, give you a weekly guidance on how you can respond to the week. It's always good to have a little information ahead of time, so it's pretty nice to be able to do that. So you don't have to fret about what your week looks like. It just gets to you. It happens for you. You have some information, so you don't have to react. Hi, Mom. Nice to see you here. So this week, your inspiration is you cannot. It's not you cannot. What was the inspiration? The channeled inspiration is that events happen in our life, and we can't control some of those events, but we can control how we create our reaction or our response. So we can create a life that we want, and not a life of pain and worry and fear and fret and what have you. And so this morning, the story I have for you is that I participated in a shamanic healing journey with plant medicine this weekend. And I just said this story on the private group From Grief to Belief Stepping Stones for those who have lost loved ones. So if you've lost a loved one, there is a private group here on Facebook that you can register or just participate in if you're interested in getting weekly inspirations that's specific to those who have lost loved ones. And you can continue to watch these, which have a little different messages, but it's pretty consistent across the board. So the events that occur in your life, you have no control over them. You have no control over what other people do, how they react. It's the only thing that you can do is create how you respond and create your life from your reaction or your response. Over the weekend, I participated in the shamanic plant medicine journey, and part of it was not very pleasant. And I was actually pretty angry with the person who was leading it, because I felt like it was there was some intention that didn't feel pure to me. And yet, as I moved through the journey, I released some pretty deep seated sorrow and a little bit of loneliness, and feeling like I was alone, and I don't feel that way now in my life, but I did feel it somewhere in my body. I was still carrying that from past experiences in my life, and I could have stayed angry, or I could step back and observe what I was feeling and allow those feelings to flow through, and just become the observer of it, and ask questions of, show me what I'm to learn from this. Show me what my teachings are from this experience. And if I become aware that there's sorrow in my body, or pain in my body, or irritation or resentment, then I can go deeper and find out where that stemmed from, why that's there. And as it comes up, as it rises up, it comes up to go. You know, I have a great teacher that I work with. Her name is Jennifer Huff. And she always says, whatever comes to the surface is coming up to go. It doesn't have to, you don't have to go through a long process of dissecting it and and asking the questions of why, when you become aware of what's there, you can create a new story around all of that. And so you have a choice. The choice is that you can live in fear, you can live in worry, you can isolate yourself, you can be resentful of other people, or you can find the good in any of the experiences that you've had. You can find some good. While there was some questions about the intentions from the person who was leading this, or I can say, I can go deeper. I'm like, okay, why did that trigger me? What about that is triggering me? Where in my body? What is that a mirror to me? Or I could stay in the resentment and have anger towards someone. So you can decide what you want to feel. Do you really want to live in anger, resentment, and fear? Or do you want to live in joy and connection and love and freedom? The ultimate place for me is to be free of those emotions as I move through them. So it's not about avoiding them. It's about becoming aware of them. It's about allowing them to flow through and then releasing them and being in the joy. So once I was able to get to that space in this journey, in this plant medicine, then I was able to laugh and enjoy the people who are around me and be so, so grateful that came up to go, that I'm no longer carrying that in my body. So I hope that message, that inspiration is helpful for you this week as you flow through your week. And now we're going to pick the cards. There's going to be 3 cards from the Wisdom of Oracle. And we're just going to see what kind of guidance you need for the week, so you can be reminded as you experience things through the week that these cards, you can react differently or respond differently. Please show us what we need or you'd like us to know. The first one is Treasure Island, which I love. Whoops, no, that's not it. To be fair, I love it. And Regeneration. So all 3 of these cards, I love this. So this week it's Treasure Island, To be Fair, and Regeneration. So it looks to me as if that there is some treasure there. There's treasure in finding all of those hidden spots. There's treasure of being present, being present in your life this week. And being present in your life is when there are experiences that are happening and you start to react, or you start to become resentful or judgmental of others. It's about being fair to you it's about being fair to you and being fair to the other person. The reason why things trigger us is to bring an awareness to us. It brings an awareness for us to be able to be in that moment and know that this is not about anybody else. This is about you. And if it's triggering of you, then what is happening that you get to work through? It's about what you need to work through, not about the other person. So you get to be fair to yourself and be fair to others. If you feel like you're being judged, be fair to yourself. Be fair to the other person who's judging you, because sometimes they're judging you based on, not sometimes, but most of the times they're judging you based on their experience in life. And other times when you need to be fair, it's being fair to yourself, to release judgment of self, and to stop allowing other people to rule your life, to really be fair to yourself. And regeneration. This week is about regeneration, going inside. The cards that I pulled in from Grief to Belief Stepping Stones was about that, was connecting to nature, about stepping into your journey, about allowing yourself to regenerate. This card, you need to go within, so where you can find the light. It feels like some of you might have a lot going on in your life. And the only way that you can be fair, the only way that you can find the treasure within any experience, is to allow yourself to take care of yourself, to really nurture yourself this week, take hot baths, go for walks in nature, allow yourself to move through whatever you need to move through. So be kind to yourself, be kind to others, be fair, and find the treasure in every experience. And when you find the treasure, the way you find the treasure is to honor yourself first and then honor others after. So I hope that's helpful. Good morning, Julie. Good morning, Jody. It's so good to have you all here. That's all that I see here. So I hope you have a great week and this message serves you well. And I look forward to connecting with you throughout the week. Take care. End this.